guys, it's all about education. You know, for me, it's so frustrating sort of being the sort of head of sort of, sales and sort of, the marketing side of obviously the on trade. You go into an on trade outlet, you go into an on trade specialist, and we all know and sort of resonate the sort of, the statistics of the sparkling wine category. And it drives you absolutely balmy that on their particular wine menu, on their particular offering, they have three sparklings on. They'll have an entry level Prosecco or a sort of cheap sparkling, and then they'll go straight into a house champagne or straight trade up to a sort of a premium champagne. So the price bracket, they're going from sort of 20 quid or 25 quid straight up to 30 quid, straight up to 60 quid. There's no tierage in between, whereas you would on a house wine, you would on a plethora of obviously 10 whites and 10 reds. There's always a tier, a £1.50 tier or a £2.50 tier or even a £3 tier. But frustratingly, in the sparkling category, you're going from sort of 22, 25 straight up to 35, straight up to 40, where there's nothing in between. And we have so many SKUs. And I think the biggest thing for me is education. You put in a blind tasting, I can educate, the consumer behind the bar and the consumer, the restaurateur or the sommelier, quite easily on a tasting and a profile between an entry level Prosecco or an entry level sort of, French sparkling, and put a carver next to it. 9 times out of 10, with the sort of, sort of, all our sort of pillars and our experience, and obviously the three great varietals, the price point, 9 times out of 10, blind tasting, we win hands down. But you try educating a busy bar on a Saturday night sort of thing, when the first thing they ask for is a sparkling wine, the first thing they ask for is Prosecco. So it is frustrating. But as Richard sort of echoed, for me sort of thing, no pun intended, but my bum doesn't sort of touch the floor. I'm all over the UK with people sort of crying out for carver now, and obviously, we've got so much growth, anticipation and sort of expectation out there. It is massive. So it could be even more massive with obviously re-education and, as someone alluded to earlier, getting rid of that sort of 80s, 90 kind of stuffy carver image.